Alright everyone, before we get into this one, I'm doing a big stream today because I have finals week coming up, and I want to get 3 weeks of segments out of the way so that I can cover the study week beforehand, finals week itself, and the week after finals. So I'm going to be doing 3 weeks worth of segments today, December 3rd. If you want to be there for that stream, if you want to help me choose the music for that stream, if you want to help me choose the game for that stream, what we react to, what I cover, if you want to do that, join the Discord, because that's happening today, as you see this video. Today. Join the Discord. I'm probably live now, depending on when you're watching this video, so you can just click onto my channel, but I still say, join the Discord if you haven't seen it yet. With that being said, people, let's talk about it a bit. The Juana. The Mary Jane, Reefer. Ladies and gentlemen, weed. So, weed, marijuana, is a drug that has become increasingly popular over the past few decades, and it used to be heavily criminalized. People used to think that smoking it would make you go insane, which invariably it is. Pretty much everything points to it not doing that. If you have psychiatric conditions, doing too much of it might potentially lead to something, but that's more so exacerbating the issues that you're already having instead of causing them. Generally, it's pretty safe, except for like lung health, because anything that you're breathing in that's not air is bad for your lung health, and you don't even have to take it in your lungs. So like overall, there are no overdose deaths tied to weed. There are nothing else. Quite literally, one of the safest substances to put in your body on the planet, more than likely. Okay? But not according to Liz Wheeler. Liz Wheeler is a conservative commentator, and she comes out with this take. Marijuana is a dangerous drug that leads to psychosis, schizophrenia, and ultimately violence. We should obviously ban it. And this is in response to a tweet that says, "What opinion will you defend like this?" And it's a crowd of people. And then one person saying, "Yes, you're all wrong." Weed causes psychosis, people. So this is hilarious, because people are not very happy about this. It's actually become increasingly unpopular among all people across the political spectrum to keep weed illegal, both because A, so many people have interacted with weed and went, oh, okay. Just like, it's realized it's not harmful, and also, people are kind of past the idea that people should be, tossed in prison for holding a little plant. Hence the whole being against this thing. Liz got chewed the fuck out here. Okay? Just absolutely chewed out. So we see Mr. Beat here saying, "You're wrong." We have, ooh, I didn't want to click into that. Okay. We have Chicagoland Man. Chill out, Liz. Smoke a joint, the tacos will taste better. Mr. Duck says, "Cannabis is statistically safer than water," which I guess if you count drowning, probably yeah, but I would say that's a bad comparison to make. I will give them that. That is a bad comparison. Stump, this opinion is 100% invalidated if you think adults should be able to buy and consume alcohol. Absolutely true. It really is that simple. Alcohol fucks me up really bad, whereas after a few sessions of smoking weed, your tolerance is up and you can handle it. Basically, it is people just railing into Liz here. Just absolutely smashing into Liz here. Because people are pointing that out. If you think weed should be banned, if you think weed should be banned, you should also think alcohol should be banned. Alcohol kills more people per year. It quite literally poisons your liver. And it very often, well, not necessarily very often, but for many people, it turns them extremely violent. Unlike weed, which generally just kind of, you're mellow. You're mellow, or you're, kind of driven to do things, but you're not, like, necessarily violent, depending on what you get, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. No one correct me in the comments. I will be very pissed at you if you do that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, no, people are absolutely ragging on her for this 1950s opinion on marijuana. And I agree. And I'm happy to see this, because most of these people are blue check marks. A lot of these people are people who follow Wheeler, and they're just coming outright and saying, like, no, weed is not dangerous. Calm down. The claims of it being tied to psychosis, schizophrenia, ultimately violence, as Wheeler says, she does link something, which is an article which has a study, I should say, on NCBI on it, which I skimmed through. And as far as I can tell, I also tried to look up other things on it. That's really the only one that I could find that tries to state, oh yeah, there's a link. And people were even pointing out in the comment section on this that that's kind of flawed, because it apparently, and from what I saw from my skimming, it mostly relies on correlation. The article that she linked, the study that she linked in her article, not causation. You know, it's like, oh yeah, people who smoke weed, you know, sometimes they develop psychiatric conditions. Like, it's correlation, not causation. You know, there's no proof that heavy consumption of marijuana leads to the development of psychiatric conditions. If there was, we would have known it already, considering all of the people who are so hell-bent on getting weed banned and keeping it banned, like Liz Wheeler. We absolutely would have seen that. But we didn't, because Reefer Madness was a lie. That old 1950s video, where at the end, the black guy gets really violent and attacks the white woman, because it was the 1950s and we have to make something seem scary. So of course we have the black guy being violent, you know, that's what we have to have. That in of itself doesn't even hold up today. Weed is not a drug that makes people excessively violent. It is not one of those. It is not one of those drugs that someone does and goes, ah yes, today I'm going to go beat my wife. No one does that on weed. You know, that is an alcohol thing. Yeah, it is not a drug that, as far as we can tell, is basically a one-way trip to Cancer Town. It's probably not very good for you. It definitely damages your lung health. But like, if you're consuming it, just like eating it, like edibles and stuff like that, gummies, I don't know this for sure, so someone feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but like, your risk of cancer in that situation is extremely low. Like, you probably have a higher risk of cancer from the additives in what you are eating the weed with than the actual weed itself. You know, smoking is one thing. You're putting that into your lungs as a smoke. It's not good for you. Generally, the only thing that should be in your lungs is air. But like, there are other methods of consumption. Smoking tobacco and chewing tobacco, both of those just give you cancer. It's like a one-way trip, you know? So like, maybe we should ban that, since that kills more people per year, you know? It's cancer caused by marijuana. I mean, not marijuana, by tobacco, you know? Maybe we should be banning that. Maybe we should be banning alcohol because of the heavy liver damage that it has, and its ties to actual issues, you know, concerning violence. A lot of people drink, a lot of people become violent. They lose their inhibitions. Alcohol is a very dangerous drug. It is a very easily, because alcohol is a drug, alcohol is extremely dangerous, you know? It is a very dangerous thing. It can easily be exploited if it is not used responsibly. You can very easily kill a lot of people. But you can just walk up, buy it in a store, age 21, if they card. It is kinda ridiculous. Kinda ridiculous. Okay? Very ridiculous. Look, fact of the matter is, we're past this era of politics. We're past this era drug policy, let's leave it in the past. Let's leave it in the past. Unlike what should be left in the future, which is you subscribing to Apillow and joining Apillow's Discord so that you know whenever I go live. Remember, it's 14 to 21 segments today. I want to get a bunch of segments done. Doing that today. So join the Discord so that you know whenever that happens. That's linked down below. You can also follow me on Twitter, linked down below as well. And also email me if you want to talk to me. Linked, well, that's not linked, but that's typed down below as well. You can also like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, let you know whenever I go live and upload. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace. Gotta hit the stop recording button.